Hey, Dickheads. We're doing the Starfield thing again. It's happening. I'm loving this game. I'm having a good time. So we're talking about it. One, maybe two more episodes, maybe three. Who knows? Just kidding. By October, we'll be back to the solving mysteries, true crime. We got a hell of a season opener ready for you. Already recorded in the bag. Episode 2, season 4 is coming out, getting recorded soon enough. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, here's our series on Starfield. If you want to listen to more true crime stuff, go over to Unethical Podcast and listen to that. There's like 90 episodes of that out now. Or you can go back and listen to your favorite Private Dicks episode. If you want more stuff, go onto our Patreon, www.patreon.com/unethicalpodcast, where you get all the unethical stuff, all Private Dick stuff. You get uncut Private Dick stuff. You get uncut unethical stuff. You get everything. There's also all sorts of bonus stuff in there, discounts for stuff. Go check that out. Enjoy the episode.
Hey guys, can you give me a second? I need to figure out what these credit card charges are.
Okay, I'll give you a second. What's up?
It looks like somebody bought Starfield on my credit card.
Yeah,
Was that you?
Is that all it looks like somebody bought?
that's all. Don't tell them about. Yeah, Starfield. Yeah, you left your credit card information on the company Xbox, so I figured, hey,
There's
why
a company
Starfield?
Xbox?
That's what RJ said last week too. You guys didn't know that I bought us a company Xbox. I've had it at my house for a bit, but I brought it in. I'm kind of bored with it.
Cool. You're bored of it?
No, but I feel like I've had it for like 3 years since the Series X came out. I figured it's time you guys could use it.
Rick, are there also 14 Patreon subscriptions for the max tier on your credit card?
No.
I thought that's what I was seeing. Never mind.
That was your credit card. I did that on.
All right.
I told you I didn't steal your credit card to buy Starfield. Didn't say I didn't steal your credit card.
Well, that's the last time I give you my credit card when you say you have something stuck in your teeth.
Oh, my gums are so bad they could probably fit an actual fucking credit card through them. So
What the fuck does that mean?
you heard me.
An elite team of private detectives.
What if balloons are aliens? Maybe that's the key component we're missing.
Cover-ups.
John's guilty.
Mysteries that need to be solved.
Maybe Mormons need mountains.
Richard, shut up.
We're still talking Starfield, everyone. I'm doing this for another 1 week. We're doing it one more time because I'm enjoying myself. And RJ and Rick are here today, so that's fun. I'm interested to see if Rick, do you play game? You don't play games like this typically, right?
No, well, it's kind of hard to say that this is my first RPG, but this is probably the most time I've ever put into one. I'm usually like over it after day 2. And it's still hard for me. I don't know. I was talking to my girlfriend about it, and I kind of consider this like playing the game. It feels like work, and not because I need to know it for this, because I truly would just not give a shit and not research it. I just want to play it, and I want to know I love the minute details they have, so I want to play it, but it requires so much thought, like for me to put into it. And normally when I game, it's just something that's like for me like more of like a muscle memory thing. So it's like not having the muscle memory. I have to put like a lot of effort into like sit down and like commit to it and like do whatever mission, which is it's harder for me. So that's why it's so hard for me to get into RPGs. Like I like the complexity. I don't know. When I'm done with work, I want to go in and like fucking sit back and just like mindless Call of Duty or Overwatch or something, right?
Yeah, which I get. I just also want to pretend that I'm a space pirate that disregards people's feelings and the value of their life. That's my idea of a relaxing time.
just I'll give you a little bit of forewarning here. RJ's changed since the game come out. He is still in pirate mode right now. You can even see it in his eyes. He wants to steal. If he can.
Well,
steal
he
anything
looks
from
like
us
he
now,
might be on a ship. He's like rocking back and forth.
Yeah, dude. I'm pretending I'm bobbing on a pile of blood from my enemies. Just kind of floating in it like a sensory deprivation pool.
He's been last episode. You cracked me up when you were like, "It just feels so good." Like you just have like
Yeah.
Oh, so that's you're doing the thing though. But you just don't like role playing. That's what you're saying. You don't like to like get immersed in the game. You just like to fucking sit back and like kill 10-year-olds in Fortnite or
Here's the thing: if I were retired and I didn't have to work all day, I don't know. I've had
Damn,
jobs where
Richard.
it's
He
It's
just
a
called you. He just called you retarded.
No, I'm just saying.
What were the other choice bubbles for the? What were you about to say right there, RJ? What were the 3 choices you had? You picked. He called you retarded. What was the?
Oh, all 3 of them said retarded.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like how this is a retirement game too. That's amazing.
No. I'm saying maybe that's a bad word. My day to day is like so much intensive thought at work behind a computer, right? So it's
Okay.
like I'm basically doing the same thing to then translate and be like, hey, would you like to relax and have more intensive thoughts until you go to sleep tonight? It's like, no, not really. Like,
I get that. We just wouldn't be able to know what it's like at our job. Using
that's why I said
boulders
it
all day.
No, I'm just saying. Listen. I'm not saying that. Maybe people are just better equipped.
It's
than
tough
I am.
hauling those mine carts full of
I
ore
knew. No matter what I
every
said,
morning,
that this is why I tried to word
pushing
it
it
differently.
uphill on the tracks. Sometimes I
Well,
just
doesn't Richard work
crave
with
sitting at a
rocks?
computer.
I definitely work at a mine, which is hilarious. That's why I'm laughing. No, yeah, I know you got.
I'm not saying anybody has lesser of a job. I hope it didn't come out that way. I'm saying I am not well equipped to like not have my de-stressor every night.
Okay, I need to know.
And
Okay, with that said, okay, I got a couple questions. So you turned on the game. What kind of guy did you
Yeah.
make? I need to know what Rick makes in this game. What
I
kind of
made so
background did
because
you
you told me, so I didn't make someone until you told me about like you can just run and gun, which was like the worst fucking advice you could have given me for the game so far is what I figured out. So I made my person basically it's a woman, agile, and basically just everything that had something to do with agility. I don't remember what special skills I picked, to be perfectly honest. Not anything having to do with persuasion or anything really useful.
Sound like an incel describing your perfect mate.
I like read through all of them and I remember reading it. Like I thought this game was gonna be like, what's that one that the Rick and Morty people did? That I played a little bit
High
of
on
that.
life?
Yeah. I thought this was gonna be like to the extent of High on Life, right? Like you're gonna play through it and be like, oh, that's the end. So I was like, oh, how can I gain these special abilities? So I picked all the ones that I was like, oh, these are gonna mean something specific. And then I get into it and it's like, welcome to day 1 of your next 30 years. And I'm like, these skills are not gonna help me at all. Like I'm in combat losing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not linear or fast paced by any stretch of the imagination.
No, and I kind of like that because like I like pieces of it. It's just there's so much. I don't know. I guess it's nice because like I realistically at the speed that I play these types of games could play this for like the next 5 or 10 years easily.
Yeah, for sure. I think
like-
anybody could,
like
even if you played
time-wise,
every
yeah.
day. Like it's so much to it. It's crazy. Okay, so then you went mined and you got off the first planet. What else did you do? I need to know what Rick. Did you go far? Like how far did you get really? Because you said you didn't get
Oh,
that
also
far.
the opening, having to mine shit and get through that story mode, they made that way too fucking long.
Yeah,
For somebody,
They have a habit of doing that.
yeah, for somebody who wanted to like fucking get into it and be like, all right, can I actually hold on? If
Rick,
it weren't
you
for this
should-
podcast, I don't know if I would have made it up even through that mining phase. Like that
You
was
should-
rough.
You should play Fallout 3 where you start off as a fucking baby and a toddler and you have to learn how to walk in phases.
Yeah, I
it's-
never played any of the Fallouts.
yeah, that one's annoying. And you're like, you watch the bomb go off. Like you go, like way too much time has passed in that one in the
Mhm.
beginning. RJ, what's up? You look like you're like. Did we interrupt a raid or something? Are you a full
A
pirate now?
raid?
Yeah, are you full
Oh,
pirate right
no,
now?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played Starfield in like 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where I'm at.
Misty and I celebrated our anniversary this past weekend, so we did that with me getting back into an old habit.
Playing Commander or what?
Yeah, I've never played it before, so I always played regular, just standard, and then yeah, now Commander's sick. So
Fair enough.
Misty raped me last night. Also, she
Mm,
beat me really bad at Magic.
there you go. So you haven't played in 3 days. Okay, well that's fair. I was
I
just
will tell
curious.
you what I did, what I have done. I decided to take your advice and then go back to the story mode, just to try and get up to a point where, like I'm at least getting more XP or getting a better foothold in the game. And right after I decided to do that, I started a different quest line and still have not done that. So
What level are you guys?
I am still only level 16 because I cannot stop going back to Neon and doing the same five fucking things. And it seems like every time I try to do anything with any meaningful effect on the game, I end up just spending 3 hours tearing apart and rebuilding my ship again.
That's fair enough.
You said so many things that I didn't even know were a thing yet. I'm only
Yeah.
level 6.
Oh, it's crazy, dude. I played 20 hours before I broke level 5. It was stupid.
Oh yeah, I think I'm at like 8 or 9 hours right now is my total, which I feel like I should be. I didn't even know there were fucking levels until I was out to eat with a friend on Thursday and he said he was level 40. And my
Nice.
response was, there's levels.
Awesome.
And he was like, are you joking? I said, I had no idea there was a level system. And they said, did you follow the story mode? I said, which task was that? And that's when I was like, I
Yeah.
have no idea what's going on here, man.
Don't it? It fucking blows. They all blow. They suck. They're nerds. Don't hang
But
out
one of
with
the first things that I did that I really liked that I wanted to not, I don't know if I'm cutting you off.
No,
No,
he
I'm
just
ju- I'm
hates
just- I'm just
Constellation.
being
He
mean,
hates
yeah.
Constellation. Totally hates Constellation. Which is
I think
fair.
that's fair. Yeah. I got to whatever that world is called where Constellation is. And I just started like overhearing random shit and following random people. And like the first 5 went nowhere, but I just wanted to see like how long I could follow the people until like the game like blipped them out, which it doesn't, right? Clearly just follows them around. But then I overheard one talking about like the security job, and I ended up there and I ended up doing like the spy thing. And I was like, then just like trying to join this. And that's still my goal. It's like I want to join that first spy ring. I know you can go undercover as like a pirate or whatever, but I just like kept wanting to go after that one.
Yeah.
I spent like my first 4 or 5 hours just trying to fucking
So
find shit
you
about
did a
that.
bunch of UC shit. That's cool.
Not
That's fun.
really. No, I didn't really accomplish anything. I just kept looking around.
Did you go in the simulator, like the flight simulator thing? Did you get
Yes,
that
I
far?
did that. I did the Vanguard shit and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool.
I spent probably like 3.5 hours in the simulator straight.
Yeah, I was playing in the simulator for. I find the dogfighting super fun. So I was like, let's see how
Yeah.
far I can get with this. It's actually hard.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, I usually have to talk my way out of every bounty hunter that tries to rob me in space.
you don't shoot them. It's too hard.
I'm not very good at it, no.
That's right. If you go to here's a trick. You go to the simulator thing and it's free kills. Like you don't die, nothing bad happens. Even if you lose, you just start over and you can get so you can get your piloting skill up super fast just by going fucking around in that simulator.
Well, I'm mad I can't hire somebody to fly the ship for me. I'm upset about the depth of this game repeatedly. I just want to
Nobody
be
wants that except for you. Like
a
everybody wants to
captain, like
shoot.
No, I like that. I like the idea of like, let me pay you money and you get me there.
it's an RPG. Let me role play as an employer.
You want to sit in the back and go, minion, kill them.
Yes, dude, that would be
Engage.
sick. Just sit in a fucking chair in the middle like I'm fucking Captain Kirk, except like taking
Not-
advantage of poor people that cross my path. Like,
When I figured out that I could put crew on my plane, I put the only person that I knew, which was that Sarah chick from Constellation. And now I couldn't figure out how to get her off of there, and I just kept worrying because it kept saying something about like she like will follow you around if you do this mission or whatever, and it felt like she's not supposed to see shit. And now I'm just stuck. I don't know how to remove.
you can dismiss her. You just gotta talk to her.
Just tell her I want to part ways now, biatch. But there's a
Yeah.
mission specifically where she has to be in it. So I think like that might be what you're talking about.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
just go
not.
talk to her and
I
tell her to fuck off.
rejected. Yeah, rejected the thing with her after I got the second piece,
Okay.
and then I was fucking around with UC Vanguard and accidentally put her in my ship, and now she's just there. So
Yeah, you can kick her out. All I know, the only companions I have is this one lady that I met at a bar that I gave like $8,000 to just follow me around. And her name's Jessamine. She has an Australian accent and she's being chased by religious zealots. So I don't know. Yeah,
That's fun. You guys haven't been out in the space that much. I'm like way past you guys now. I'm at like 30, level 30, 29.
cool.
But I've seen some
and
funny shit.
honestly, you know how long it took me? First off, I was running around with like 400 out of 100 masks for the longest time because I just kept picking shit up and I didn't know what that meant.
Just over encumbered to shit.
So I'm literally like taking 3 steps and I'm just like out of breath and I'm like, this bitch was supposed to be agile. What the fuck? And then I met that Sarah chick and she kept telling me like, yo, you might want to shed some weight. And I'm like, oh fuck, that's what that number means.
I thought you were
So
gonna
I
be
just went into my
insulted. Like, you
plane-
call me fat bitch?
I went into my plane, I just dropped it all, and I just kept dropping it all and leaving.
Well,
and then
what's funny
figured out
is you
I
can
can put
make
it into
her
a thing.
you can make her carry it too.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, you
Fucking
can make
labor
her-
laws in space are wild.
Yeah, dude, like you can't hire pilots. What the fuck is that?
Actually, the more I think about it, the funnier that actually is. Because then you just have to rely on them being good. Like you have to find the best pilot. You could like level up your pilot. And
Yeah,
shit.
dude,
I
what
think
the
that's
fuck?
great.
I'm fucking terrible. There's no way that they wouldn't be better. Like I didn't put any fucking points into like I can't even boost pack because I didn't put any points there. So
Okay, that's fair.
Doesn't that just come with it?
no, you gotta unlock the thing first.
The
And I
boost pack
didn't.
thing.
Yeah.
Are you
yeah, I
are you
didn't
upset with the
bother.
game right now, RJ?
Oh, that's weird.
Or are you still having fun?
No, I'm still having fun with it. I haven't been able to play it, really, is what it is. But I want to play it. I think I'm just bummed because there's certain things that I would feel like I should be able to do that I can't do, and there are things that have genuinely made me annoyed. Like the weapon modding is it just demoralized the shit out of me. That made me so mad because they had the perfect system in Fallout 4 and they completely butchered it in this one. It makes no fucking sense.
I don't like how you can't just take junk and make it into fucking parts, dude. That's amazing.
Exactly, dude. They had the perfect fucking system. You're telling me when I create a new mod so I have a gun that has a silencer on it and I craft a barrel without a silencer, where does the fucking silencer go? It's just in the ether, gone.
Yeah.
Used to be in Fallout 4, it would go into your fucking workbench so then I could put it on a different gun. Now you can't do that.
Yeah.
I know. You're fucking blowing my mind right now with what you could do.
Yeah, I don't think
you can totally mod a weapon, but like I don't like how any of it is because like the internal components are all based on like level scaling and drops too, and like just the fucking RNG of it all. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't like that you have to research everything, and there's so much to just to being able to mod anything. You
Yeah.
have to like it takes forever to get there. And then they're really I don't know if they're trying to push you to like make outposts and stuff, but I don't want to do that. That shit's boring.
Oh, I completely refuse. I fucked with it a little bit in Fallout 4, but all I did was just fortify the shit out of the Red Rocket gas station with like a wall, and I put like 15 beds there and just made all my companions go there.
Yeah, that's what I would do too, is just make one. But that's why I want to
Yeah.
just make a giant ship and just put everyone on the ship. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you can even do that. But yeah, so yeah, I fucking hate them. I hate the modding too. I think it's stupid. I think it's too much. But I think that's why they're making it like repeatable, so you can like get to that point. Like, did you look at? I haven't looked at I purposely kept myself in the dark just to like learn as I go. But like, I don't know what weapon modification level 4 looks like. Does that mean maybe it says like now you can store all your old parts in the workbench like Fallout 3?
Nah, because they would let you do that before. I think if because you could do that at any point in Fallout. I think it's just an oversight or something they couldn't reconcile when they were, for whatever reason when they were making it. Like I don't know why they would choose not to include it. I'm assuming they had a good reason. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what the scope of this fucking game was. I mean, they've been making it for like the better part of what 10 years now.
8 years, 10 years,
Yeah.
something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I wish I
it's
could. I would
wild.
love to work on one of these games, but do nothing like consequential, like just like I don't know. Well, this isn't even a multiplayer game. Like Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I was the guy who made it so that you can't store weapon mods anymore.
No, but I'm saying I've always thought
You
about
should
that.
have
Like I'd
seen
love
what
to
I
be,
fucking did to that code, dude.
I'd love to be like a game developer, but I have no like design eye. So everything I would do would have to do with like, can this player invite another player? Or like,
So like
can this
bottom
game run on the server, right?
bottom
Like,
work, right? Like back end,
yeah, yeah,
bottom
like
work.
power bottom. Yeah.
Powerful job.
Yep. But
Okay,
I
cool.
would love that. And that was my one complaint with this game. And it's my complaint with every RPG is I need a crossover into the real world. Like I need
Just talk to RJ. You'll cross
almost
over
like
into the world.
Destiny, where like you could go to that area and like all your friends were with you or whatever, but it was still like that open world. If all of Starfield was the open world, but I can invite a friend and we're like along the same world, this game would be like perfect for me. I all day I'd be fucking playing this
Yeah,
thing.
that's the exact reason I play these games. Don't fucking talk to me. Leave me
But
alone.
you should
Like,
have the option of like literally you toggle into like the public area versus you do your shit. Like you get your RPG versus like I can see this other guy running around completing this mission. You know what I mean? Like, and it puts you into like batches or regions or whatever. Like,
yeah, I mean that's basically what they did with Fallout 76, but it still just necessitates them building a completely different game because the framework's got to support, like not only like what the gameplay is going to be like and how it's going to change when you have like, that MMO type deal, but also like how they're going to like monetize it differently, which is going to cuz like that's why I couldn't play Fallout
skins,
76.
baby.
It fucking ruined what I like. I made it an hour in 76 before I was like, I
So
can't.
you
fucking
think I
play
would
this
like
game.
Fallout 76? I've
Yes,
never
I
played
Yeah,
the
do.
you
game.
probably would
I do
actually.
think you would. Yeah.
No
I
NPCs.
think
Did
Just
you
fucking
ever
some
play
robots.
that? There was this game where you were just like these fucking stick figures, but you could go around and you can play all these different games. Like you can play like dodgeball and like you can go to a fucking art class and you're just these dumb fucking stick figures. I played that for hours on end. I forget what it was called. I can probably figure it out.
maybe Rick's imagination is too powerful and he needs something
I
like a
need like
much
socialization.
thinner veil in order to be immersed in something. So like this powerhouse for fucking 4K resolution ray trace lighting is too much for him. He's like, no, bitch, I need lines and circles. I gotta imprint.
I feel like
Like I love the basicness. If I can get like I don't know, like I need the interaction from real people. I don't know what it is, but like multiplayer
Have you ever
games,
played D&D?
no, I've been in a couple like groups that always claim they're gonna start a fucking thing and then it doesn't pan out.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Yeah, you should play D&D. You'd like it.
I feel like you maybe Rick. I feel like it should have to be like some sort of futuristic D&D with guns and being able to.
No, it doesn't have to.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think of like games like it that I liked. I liked High on Life. Obviously, that wasn't multiplayer, so it was short lived. I liked Destiny for a while until they made it all about raids and like all about always beating a new boss. So it's like, no offense, I'm not here to play your stupid fucking storyline. I'm here to just like fuck around all the time. So Halo Reach, I don't know if you ever played Halo Reach, where you could design your own fucking maps and do shit like that. That was my fucking shit.
You know,
I
how
could
they
not
could
tell you how
make,
many hours I spent on Halo Reach on a fucking Xbox 360.
you know, they could make Starfield like a multiplayer mode just for fun would be like just dogfighting each other. You could hire a captain.
I don't even want to just.
I don't know. I
think
think there's better games for that. Like because it's like
well, you got Battlefield could just has better physics in terms of like
that's what I mean.
In air.
Yeah, like it's everything Bethesda does is like what's cool is they do everything, but they do just enough of it so that it's passable in a game where you can do everything. You know what I mean? Like if I bought a game for full retail price that was just the dogfighting in Starfield, I would say, what janky ass fucked up bullshit ripoff is this?
I will say though, there's a limit.
There's no real that's like a thing that would be easy. You can't put everyone in the same universe. That's insane. But in some sort of like simulator mode, you go where the simulator is, sit in the chair beside, wait for someone to come and just fight them.
But why can't you put everybody in the same universe?
It's fucking gigantic. It
doesn't matter. It
as
doesn't
you go
matter.
to different places.
What you would do is you on your bottom or your back end, you're segmenting regions, and as people come online, they get placed into a region. If the max you can handle is 16 people spread out across your universe, your clusters are only 16 people. And you would then say you would invite a friend and join together. Once you're joined in, you're loaded into that same sector. So you could have at max 16 friends together playing with you if that's what that limit is.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
technically
think
possible, right?
I don't think
that's not
it's
difficult.
no, it's I don't
But
think
that's
it's
not the game they were building, I think was
right.
RJ's argument
Yeah,
also.
it's no question that they could do it because No Man's Sky does it, Grand Theft Auto 5 does it, and that map is fucking enormous even by today's standards. So when you talk about like the actual like observable amount of map that's on Starfield and all that, like it's totally feasible for them to do it. It's just like that game would be so fucking broken on day one. Like already the economy is immediately broken 15 hours into the game. It makes no sense. Like the money is all kinds of fucked up, and that would never work at scale when you have other people spending money and like selling things and then buying other things. Like I think like it breaks kind of the exact goal of that game, which is to just kind of it is to isolate you, those games. Like it is to like bring you in and like you're doing you and you're on your own and you're just supposed to kind of like put yourself into this person's shoes in a first person game and be like, who are you? What choices are you going to make as an individual, or just like whatever individual
you just gave me a game
up.
idea. That, but like pen pal, and you get matched with a random person in the US and you just have to live through their life to get to your next pen pal. It doesn't let you. So like you just get trapped in the body of like a guy on death row. Like you gotta play it through, That would be such a great game. I really wish the rights to anyone that gives Richard free reign to play this game so he doesn't charge my credit card.
That's cool. Okay, well, that's fun. I personally wouldn't want it to be multiplayer at all. I love the fact that it's by myself. It's like that's what I like about it. I fucking hate multiplayer games. I hate having other people around. Like I just like to focus in and play. My buddy came over and watched me play it on my second or third day, and I was like, here, try the dogfighting. I'm like,
no, that I don't like. I don't want someone sitting next to me like, oh, here's my controller. Like it's not like people being around type of thing. I just love the interaction piece of it. Like, I don't know why. It's like,
no, it's the social aspect of it, which I totally get. I mean, it's not that I don't like multiplayer games. There's just so few and far between that I actually enjoy them. And like, just like the inception of these games, I don't know, it's just totally antithetical to like what a multiplayer game sets out to do. And like, yeah, like I know I keep mentioning like the scumbaggy capitalist side of those type of games, but it's not even that. It's just like, there's so much that's like half the fun of this, like, and the point of doing this, I think, is like, oh, I went here and did this and interacted with these people, and then this happened. And then Richard would say, oh, I did this, but then this happened. And that's something that you could get in a multiplayer game, but that almost like ruins what it is for a multiplayer game because it's supposed to have happened in the same universe, two identical situations that happen differently.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying there. But I think what you're gonna, and I actually think they're gonna do this over the next couple of years because I think what you're seeing is we're going like the world in general swings from a pendulum is the way I see it. And we had the weird like COVID, everybody staying inside type of thing. And then, we come back and everybody's going to be social and it's going to eventually go back and forth a couple times. I think what they're building towards. So I was actually thinking it when I was playing these games was the lines that they give you a lot of options in these like larger RPGs, right? Of what you can say, what you can ask, these types of things. They're definitely trying to get to the point where like you can ask whatever the fuck you want and you get an answer back, right? Like this chatbot AI trying to build to something greater. And I think they're going to do one partly because of the greedy capitalist shit that you were saying.
So they already have that in the form of a mod for Skyrim where they have the companions are powered by ChatGPT.
But what I'm saying is I think they're going to build with that in mind. And I think that's where the next GTA so if long time ago, the next GTA was supposed to run on Google Maps and be the actual United States. Not quite sure where it is at this point, But where they're trying to go with it is like you have these open worlds that are so real that you are basically in the real world interacting with people that you could just go interact with anyway. That's where it feels like they're
Yeah,
always
I mean,
like.
it's the
But
whole
when you add this, like
life imitates
the
art
sad,
thing. Like,
the
look
sad,
at
the sad thing is
Ready
I probably
Player
play
One.
that a lot just to like because it would be fun. But if they did that with Starfield, where like I have the power to like do all this shit in space, but now I have the option to interact with people. And you're right. I think it's hard to kind of build one and then interject with the other on top. I don't think that's like an easy process, but that's my big complaint is like it's so isolating that's usually not what I'm looking for when I game.
Yeah, and that just totally comes down to I know lots of people who don't play games like Starfield or because it's the same people who aren't going to play. Like, have you ever played Last of Us?
No.
Yeah, have you? Do you play the Spider-Man games when they come out?
No.
Did you play The Witcher?
One of them, but no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so there's a
But
category of people.
What's crazy is like what I love about it is the level of detail. So it's not like the detail that's the differentiator for me, right? I don't know if I keep saying it's a multiplayer, it might be something else. But if they could add like that level of detail to the multiplayer, and I probably like everything I go back to is Halo because that really was like as close to as detailed as you can player. So
I think, do you have Game Pass?
yeah.
Yeah, I think you should try to play Fallout 76 because I think that's going to give you.
Is that on Game Pass?
Yeah, because it's Bethesda makes it too. So
okay,
yeah, it's just the multiplayer version of Fallout 4 more specifically, but I think it'll give you a microcosm of that because you are like you can like party up with people or you can just like go it alone and run into people and shit. However you want to do it, but the world is, I think, supposed to be relatively persistent. So like the thing with Starfield is like if I go into a shop and I knock all the shit off the shelves and then leave, is somebody else going to be able to walk in there 3 hours later and see what I did or not? You know what I mean? So like what scale are you looking at for that? I think I mean
like I play like PUBG. There's like 100 people. I think the big thing that's missing from PUBG is like it's short-lived. I love the idea of this. I played DayZ. That's I guess open world, but DayZ was kind of like let's see if you can survive on no food for 6 hours, and then you just get into like a fucking die loop. So it's like, for me, I truly like I can play and appreciate the like artistic value, the specific details, all these different things you can do. But kind of like Richard said, I have all these questions because it's so fucking detailed that it's so hard to like get into it. And then I have
learning
like, just
over
my
time
side of the social piece, right? Like,
see, me and RJ have been playing these games, so it's like a lot of the stuff is the same. It's just repeated from the last game, but a lot of the stuff is new too. Don't get me wrong, but it's easier for us to learn. Someone who hasn't played a game like this, like it's overwhelming. I find Starfield.
I could imagine.
Yeah,
I haven't played a game with a learning curve like this since probably Red Dead 2. That game was a bitch to pick up.
I literally played Red Dead for an hour and a half, and I never turned it on again.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And I think there's,
but I hate Western. I hate Western everything. Western movies, like so. For me, it was like I hated the Western, and I tried it, and I was like, "This fucking sucks."
Yeah, and that's fair. You're wrong, but that's fair.
But it's the same thing with Starfield. If I didn't like space, and I gave it an hour, I would have never played it again. I had to give it a few hours to get to the place. Like
I said this last time, and it's only true the more I play it, but the game director for Starfield said it gives you back what you put into it. So the more time, because here's what happens with like a lot of people who play this game or games like this, like you might find that like 8 out of all the different mechanics in the game or whatever play styles are available you don't like, but maybe you do end up fucking clicking with outpost building and you spend 45 fucking hours just building outposts and you haven't even explored 1/10 of the universe that you can explore. Versus like Richard says he really enjoys the dogfighting and shit. I give less of a fuck about it. I'll fast travel every fucking place I need to so that I can talk to people and convince them to do heinous things for me or give me all of their money. Like that's the thing. There's so many different things you can get out of a game like this, and it's I get like like Misty and I are also playing, and here's where I think Starfield's losing me just a little bit, is because I just started playing Baldur's Gate not too long ago, and you want to talk about like dialogue options and like player choice and stuff. I don't think there's another game right now out there that can go even close to toe with Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, I haven't touched
Does
it.
that exist on Xbox?
Not yet, no. It's only on PC and PS5. They just struck a deal for Xbox though. So
Yeah. Okay, well, did you guys we're running in close to well, no, a little bit. We got more time. Did you guys see anything funny? If you guys actually like any encounters that were fun? Because here's what I want to do. I want to do one more episode, and I'm gonna try and beat the game by next week.
oh Jesus Christ!
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like the main story?
Just the main storyline, and I'll just start new story plus after. New game plus after.
Just do me a favor. If you have to talk about it, I'm not gonna be here. I don't want to know anything about what New Game Plus is until I can find it myself.
No, I won't tell you about it.
All right.
But I do want to crack through the main quest just to see if I'm disappointed or not. But what I did want to talk about today is I thought you guys would have hit the space a little bit more and see if you guys got any funny things that have happened, because there's been a bunch of funny shit that's happened.
Yeah,
just randomly.
I don't know. Did I talk about the colony ship last time?
Was it me and you talking about the colony ship? Yeah, you blew them up. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, that's probably the last funny thing I did.
Yeah, because I thought that was one of the funnier ones, where there's just a colony ship that left Earth without having like the gravity engines that they have now. So they just like arrive 200 years later on like over top of a resort planet, and they're just like, we'll just get rid of them. Like they literally tell you to kill them.
Yeah.
I did not kill them.
Loser. Did you spend money on a grav drive for him?
I did, yeah.
Oh my God, you bleeding heart bitch.
What are you going to use all your money for? Literally
fucking ship parts.
It doesn't cost that much. Like I have enough money to get anything, plus
You're not buying enough. You're not buying enough.
I haven't made a fleet, I'm sorry. Did you guys what was another good one that I came across? Did you guys have any like random encounters? Did you come across a ship called Grandma?
Yeah, I met her.
No, I'm nowhere near as far as my most random encounter was. I walked into the United Nations or the equivalent thereof, and I didn't know how anything worked yet, and I saw a bag of coffee, so I picked it up to look at it, and I immediately got knocked out by a security guard because I was stealing their coffee.
Yeah.
This better be tree frog coffee.
I literally just like I was all day walking through picking up notebooks, and I was like, oh, they're gonna write secrets in here, and I'm gonna read them. And I was just picking up notebook. I see coffee bag, pick it up, boom, fucking on the ground. And then I'm paying a fine, and I didn't know where I was, and then I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
So I did meet the because I got ships can, I don't know if you encountered this, Rick, but like ships can like hail you in space, and you can hail them and have like dialogue over your comms with them. So yeah, the grandma ship hailed me and invited me in for dinner. Just some old lady called herself grandma. I thought for sure it was gonna be a trick and I was gonna get murdered, but she just invited me to come in and chat and have something to eat. And yeah, she did not survive that encounter. So.
Did you steal her ship?
No. Well, so what happened is I was supposed to, she happened to be flying next to another ship that I took a job to steal its cargo. So I was trying to get their shit, and she was like going to be fucking Dudley Do-Right and jump in and try to save them. And it's like, how are, like, you're an old woman and your ship literally acts also like an old woman. So I just fucking annihilated her. It was nothing to, I mean, I didn't want to, but she came at me.
Yeah, okay.
You didn't even go in the ship.
No, I did. I went in there, and then I came. I was like, all right, thanks for the food. I'm going to go rob these guys. And she was like, all right, cool. And then when I did, she's like, never mind. It's not cool. All right. Well, fucking dug your grave, bitch.
Did you find there's a particularly funny planet. I forget what it's called right now, but they have clones of famous historical Americans or
no, don't tell me anymore. That's great.
Yeah. You haven't gone there yet? No. Can I spoil one little thing that doesn't matter? It doesn't go to the storyline.
They have a clone of me?
No, I'm talking RJ.
Oh.
Can I spoil one little thing so you can laugh? You can get Amelia Earhart as a as a flight partner. Just
Oh,
saying.
that's cool.
That's Private Dicks related. The only reason I said it.
Yeah, holy shit, they're listening.
Yeah. There's other things too on that planet
Nice.
that are relevant to the show, but I'll leave it at that. Interesting. Yeah, it's a good planet. You haven't been there yet, eh? So that's a good one. I spent a lot of time there recently. What else?
Fucking all the historical figures.
Yeah.
Bro, Abe Lincoln gives the best head.
I just love how they have Amelia Earhart's DNA, but they never found her body. So like,
Yeah,
how did
right.
that come around? There's another one where, yeah, I'm not going to give away too much, but did you guys get your powers yet?
Nah, dude, I literally have not done a single story mission.
What the
Can I
fuck
talk
does
about the
powers
powers?
mean?
Can I talk about the powers? It's not really like it's
Yeah,
part of
I know they
it's-
exist. Yeah, there's just that's
I
the thing.
don't.
The longer I put this
No,
off,
no
the more
spoilers. No spoilers.
that's-
Well, you get Jedi powers basically.
Oh fuck! How long do I have to play for that?
You got to play the main storyline for a bit. It's like about halfway through the story, not even a quarter through the storyline.
All right,
But
you got me. I'm in.
to gather these, you got to get the powers. You got to go to these like fucking temples in the middle. Like you get what I'm not gonna tell you how you get. You just get coordinates and you go to these places. And when you go inside of them, it's like a big fairy dust fucking thing with a portal in the middle, and you got to literally float around the room like a fucking lost boy, grabbing the fucking little shimmering fairy dust. You got to like catch them all over the room. Like you have to get them quick enough or they go away. It's super annoying. That was like the most annoying, but every time you do it, you get a new power, and there's a shit ton of powers. There's like 20 of them. So I haven't gotten them all or anything there, but the ones that I've used have been very helpful. There'll be ones that are very helpful for your robbing and your stealing and your murder. and
Nah,
your-
dude, I'm trying to be grounded here. That's fucking bullshit. That's cheating. I don't want to live in a universe where there's fucking dumb powers. So I'm choosing not to.
I do.
Okay. Well, you're just gonna get fucked up by someone with powers eventually. You might as well. You got to get ahead of the curve on this.
See,
If
that's
you're
why I
gonna
wish
be
it was multiplayer, because now me knowing that he's never gonna have powers, you know how many times I go over and fuck him up?
evil. I think they could do. Okay, maybe we could. I think this might actually be fun. They just did like a 2-player mode, and you can only play if that other player's playing with you. You can't load it by
That's
yourself.
like
or
that's
whatever.
like Minecraft server days.
That would be the most uncompleted game in the history of the world.
Why do you say that?
You just
No, I'll be on-
relying.
I'll be on
How
me, I'll be
often?
on
How
me.
often can we steadily rely on each other to do this podcast?
For once
Every
a
other
week,
week.
once
That
every
is
2 weeks
true.
for like
No,
2.5
there
years.
are so many weeks where all of us can't do it for various
Yeah.
reasons.
How the fuck are you gonna play a game with someone else like every fucking night?
Yeah.
Like
That's something
Rick's
that you.
talking about going in with randos. It's probably lucky if he gets somebody he fucking knows.
Yeah, no.
And even then, it's
I
probably
would,
somebody he met on the fucking game already.
Okay.
yeah, I'd rather
okay,
fuck
okay.
with people
Just
on
a
the
thought,
game
just a thought.
than meet with people I know. 100% every time.
RJ just doesn't want us to see his depravity in the game. That's really what
I
it's-
don't care. Listen, I will join so many different
I'm looking out
servers
for
just
you.
to get to RJ. All right, I will find him.
No, you won't. Not with my sneak skill. I know the
I will
trick, pal.
find-
You gotta.
I literally just have to follow the death and destruction, and I will end up there.
take
Okay,
off your spacesuit to sneak better. They don't tell you that.
one last mission I was going to ask you about. Did you do them? I know I mentioned it last episode, but did you find the Mantis one yet?
Yeah, I ended up doing that whole one. I had
Okay.
it fucked me up though. Was that the Crimson Fleet that I had to fight during that one?
Not
was it
sure.
just
I thought it was
Spacers?
Spacers. I thought it was Spacers.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe it was just Spacers. That would make sense then. I ended up with a Crimson Fleet bounty and almost fucked up my quest line trying to be a pirate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm
So
doing
okay.
good there. I'm almost done with them.
So you got the Mantis outfit and everything.
Yeah, it's lame. I don't care about it. Doesn't look good.
Well,
I look way
it's-
more fly in my captain's. I have a captain's like leather jacket and like suit, and I just wear like a trucker cap. I look sick, dude.
You classic neon street rat. Classic neon street rat.
I look
wear.
like the unassuming villain in a Coen Brothers movie, and it's amazing.
He's got pneumatics.
This
in
guy's
his
got these
pocket.
big bug eyes. It looks like just these big baby blues and these horrible teeth. You can give yourself bad teeth, and I did.
comfortable with that? More comfortable? Feel
Yeah, it really helps
better?
me step into the character, bitch.
And you don't remember if you picked chef. Like, what did you pick?
No,
Rick,
I
you
know
had
oh,
no, I know
that's
you picked
oh.
Ronan, but Rick, I gotta know what he picked. Did you pick like street medic or whatever the fuck that was, the stupid gay one? What is
How do I figure that? How do I?
Your
When you-
background, it's underneath your character details when you go into your menu. You select your
I picked at least one that was like always hunted by people. It was like you might encounter
wanted. That's a
more.
trait. Yeah, I
I
got
did
that one.
that.
Yep.
So what's the point of that?
So
I don't
you
know.
get
I don't know. I just picked stuff.
No, I'm
All
asking
right.
RJ. I know you don't know.
Right. So for starters, the traits are 90% for role playing because sometimes they are just bad things. Like in Fallout New Vegas, there was one called Four Eyes. There was one in the other Fallouts too, I think, called Four Eyes, where if you don't have glasses on, you're -2 perception. If you have them on, you're +2 perception. So it's like a trade-off. So with Wanted, people will come after you regularly and like try to like collect the bounty on you. But when your health is super low and you're like backed into a corner, you do a lot more damage.
That's why I
there you
did
go.
it. That's why
Yeah.
I picked it. Yeah, something about damage. I told you I'm a fucking gunner. All I did was everything that
Yeah.
has to do with like killing people.
And Neon Street Rat comes up all the fucking time. It's dope. It's like basically just like insta persuasion success for
That's
a lot
cool.
of things. Yeah, when it comes specific to Neon, obviously, but because they do one for another planet too, where like they have that dumb religion shit as well, which I didn't take.
I
where you
haven't
can be a
gotten there.
religion.
I saw
Yeah.
them, but I haven't. Okay, I'll tell you one funny thing that I did that I just realized like yesterday or the day before. I picked alien DNA or whatever. So food does worse, but you have more life and more. But then I also picked fucking chef where you get gastronomy. So like all my food does more fucking healing. So I like
Yeah, so you just
opposited myself.
negated it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
Oh.
It's the worst because the food's like a 1 HP. Like everything's 1 HP every time I eat a
Well,
food.
well, let me tell you this though too. The reason that that's a good one to get is, and the gastronomy isn't at all ever, is because the food actually sucks even without that. Yeah, I think even if you put shit in there, like the food in this one is fucking lame. It doesn't have any buffs. Like in Fallout, when you cooked, it was awesome. You could get
There's
like
lots
fucking
of buffs. You just got to get higher gastronomy.
I
have
fuck that. That's fucking.
I'm just
that's
telling
too
you, I have
much.
like I have a drink that gives me plus 8 XP now. Plus I get 10% when you sleep. Plus you get 5%.
Oh, that's cool. That's
if
cool.
you fall in love with one of your guys, you get an extra 5%. So like if they're on the ship with you,
I don't have any guys. Nobody talks to me.
well, I'm just saying, me and the gay cowboy, we're definitely doing the dirty now. So I get an extra 5% XP.
Are you a top or a
think-
power bottom?
If in that situation, have you seen the cowboy? He is
No.
definitely I'm a power top, my friend.
Yeah. I figure it was more of a Mexican standoff, but
Doodle-doo. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, well I was trying to see if you guys ran into funny stuff. I had a couple more funny encounters, like just random people like, I need whatever, and then you give them that and they go, okay, I'm gonna leave now, and then it just takes them forever. So there's weird, awkward silences, and it's just like I have to sit here and click like A about 10 times before they'll go away. And then she starts getting awkward. She tells me a joke, and she's halfway through the joke. It's a geologist joke. It's stupid, and she doesn't finish it though. She goes, and when the geologist walked in, and then she grabs away. You're like, you don't even finish. I had to sit there and wait. Then you started awkwardly telling me a joke, and then you fucked off before the end of the joke. I hate you so much, Starfield. I was very upset about that.
that is funny.
That's cool.
I have been doing I actually just went back to it because I realized I've been ignoring it for the pirate quest, but I've been climbing the corporate ladder at that Ryujin.
Yeah, I bet you would have been. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that shit pays out like in fat stacks. Is awesome. I'm doing corporate
Which is good
espionage.
because now you have a lot of ship parts.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I even went and bought a suit so I could like look professional there. That's the only time I change out of my sick captain's gear, my leather jacket and trucker hat is when I put on my corporate suit to go and work for.
You got to get a little. This is the kind of immersion that I want to see. If Rick can come, I know you probably can't come next week.
Oh, I definitely can't come next week. I'll be away.
But I want to see you send me some screenshots of you finding a suit in Starfield, and just start.
I have a suit that I like, but I tried to mod it and I didn't have any of whatever those parts are.
I'm
so I
talking
just
like
keep,
an actual.
Yeah.
I keep
I'm
killing
talking
people
tie,
to hopefully
suit
pick
and
pick up suit parts off their body, you know?
Yeah.
Because everything comes off of dead bodies, is what I've learned.
He's gonna stop playing this game in the next 2 days.
Oh, for
At
sure.
least.
No, because I stopped playing it 3 days ago. So
That's
no,
how
I'll
I'm ending the
probably
episode.
play it
I don't
again.
care.
I'll probably play it again.
I just watched Private Dicks and I think RJ's the funniest.
What? Come on.